So, the theme of this video is going to be do it yourself. Don't hire somebody else to come in and do it for you because it's possible to pull this off. Now, what am I talking about? It involves a tree and limbs that are too high for me to reach. I cannot reach these limbs to cut them down. My ladder can't get me up there. My telescoping chainsaw can't reach high enough. So I did a little bit of research. We're gonna cut down a tree limb that's like 20 feet high without using a chainsaw, without using a lift, a ladder, nothing. So this is my solution. It involves Kong, some twine, some lashing straps, and a Sportsman pocket chainsaw. This is what the situation looks like right now. Okay, so this limb right there is the one I want to try and cut down. 17, 18 feet. When you take the pocket chainsaw and you attach the lashing straps to the handles, you get roughly 14 feet. Plus my 7, that means I could technically cut a branch that's 21 feet off the ground. What you want to do is create a throw line. Alright, so I'm going to take this, throw it over the branch that I want to cut down, and then on the end of this, I'm going to attach to the lashing strap. So, okay, now the tricky part has to deal with this pocket chainsaw, okay? Only one part of the chain has the teeth that do the cutting. There's only one working side to this chain. So step 1 is to get the throw line over. Oh, yes! That's pretty good right there. It's just this one. There it is. Step 1 completed. That took 3 minutes. Not bad. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take one end of the lashing strap and the end of the throw line here. I got to cut it. And what we're going to do is we're just going to tie these two together so that way I can feed the actual lashing strap over the branch. So we got our throw line, lashing strap. Don't have to make it too tight. Okay, let's feed it through. It worked. It got a little tough as it bent down because it binded the chain, but if you just keep working it, it'll cut through. That's how you cut down a branch that's too tall for you to reach with a ladder or a telescoping chainsaw. That's awesome. Okay, so that was a total success. I have a few observations though that will make it a little bit safer, maybe a little bit easier. Just have to think a few things through, but now that I've done it a few times, the biggest problem is when you're taking the throw line, the little limbs that are on the tree they get in the way of the path that it needs to take. So that was problem number one. So I would suggest trimming off the little branches if you can reach them around the limb that you can that you're trying to get the throw line over. Now, speaking of throwing the throw line over, at first I started using these shooting motions, but really what you want is you want the throw line to go up and then kind of straight down. So you don't want an arc, you want like a teardrop. So the best technique to achieve that would be the underhand toss. So you want to be careful with the binding of the tree limb whenever it gets to the breaking point. That was something, it kind of got, the pocket chainsaw got binded up a little bit. You could work your way through it, but it just made it a little bit tougher. So I would suggest starting out further than, trying to get it done in one cut by the trunk of the tree. It might make it a little bit easier if you start out a little ways first and work your way in, maybe 1 or 2 cuts in before you actually take down the limb. Let's see. The other thing was getting the chain as close to the trunk as possible. Whenever you get that throw line over and you get it fed, and you get the lashing strap fed over, it's pretty likely that it's not going to be resting on the side with the teeth. So what you do is you just work it back and forth and kind of get it as close to the trunk as possible, so that way you can get it. So anyway, those are some quick observations, but this actually worked. I'm so happy that I'm able to share this with you, and I hope it helps you at some point in the future. Thanks for watching.